The tradesmen who handle the meat and other lines are the backbone of a supermarket staff, which comes and goes like the inmates of a transit camp. A few years ago, staff changed at the rate of 200% a year. The average stay, that is, was 6 months. Now people are staying on average nearer to 9 months. There are several reasons why they come and go so rapidly. Northern Retail Director Ron Bronstein.
No young girl likes to work all day Saturday if there are other jobs going Monday to Friday. And the result is you tend to get rather an inferior labour. And because of this, we have to devise methods and systems whereby we can take on raw recruits and make them pay from the word go. And this we can do quite easily by giving them, for example, a section on a shelf, giving them a card that has all the items on, and merely say, you know, now you've got to keep this full. It's a pretty humdrum job at times, filling baked beans every day, for example. This doesn't appeal to everybody. So that you will find that the more intelligent will look around and leave the company and get other jobs. Mind you, this sort of girl may well go from job to job, and this, unfortunately, is the sort of labour we have to take on.
Cashiers, too, work to a system. Eyes down on the purchases, hands on the money, fingers on the till. Thousands of people pass in a day. There could hardly be less human contact if it were a production line that was going by. It's not uncommon for girls interviewed and given jobs simply not to turn up. It's a question of boredom, not of pay, bad as that used to be in the food trade. Tesco say they pay above the union rate all round. For some of the more tedious jobs, they sometimes have to double the rate to get anybody to do them. A shelf filler, at the age of 17, might get as much as £20 a week, for as long as he can manage to stick it out. Running shops like this is no picnic.
Business is not a plaything. You have to work if you want to get on. And if you have a manager that doesn't know his job, well, he won't make any money for you. And you've got to have a sort of a smell. You know what I mean? Give him everything, but you've got to see he knows how to control. Because if you have a manager that doesn't know how to look after his staff, and he's just ready to close the store at 5:30 and go home and forget about it, he's not the type of manager that we want.
Harry Travis, the manager at Oldham, is the first into the store at 7:30 every morning. Mr. Travis reckons to work around 55 hours a week. Some managers say they do 80. Travis is used to the isolation of being the boss. Now 31, he was manager of a grocery shop with another company when he was 17. A supermarket manager's job is not one for a sensitive soul. Below him, a constantly shifting staff. Above him, a constantly exacting hierarchy. The pay can be well over £50 a week, but not many people stay around to collect it for long. The average age of managers is 29, and they're always looking for likely lads.
I think we better have this display for
Yeah. Mr. Travis has a staff of 130 when they all turn up. Basically, he's a supervisor and a troubleshooter. The company does its own thinking. What it wants from him is not originality, but industry. His job is to keep things moving, if necessary, by humping loads himself. The company expects him to spend most of his time on the shop floor, not in the office. The windows of Tesco managers' offices have been deliberately designed so they don't overlook the whole shop. The wilier managers respond by never answering the telephone the first time, just in case somebody at head office gets the impression that they spend their time sitting by it.
Oh, right, don't be so silly. It won't stop now. We're really crying for you, bit.
Everybody at Tesco works under pressure.
They're all new, aren't they? You've gone through all that lot there too, have you? They're all in code. Yes. What's that one there? Yes, take all those off. Make sure they're all in code. Make sure they're all definitely gone through.
There's always someone around to see if you're doing it right. For the manager, it's the inspector.
How's this nest going? You got a 7? Going very well. Have you got some cookies back from the favour? Yes. 1 6 cookies.
Danny MacLeod is 23. A manager himself at the age of 21, he's now a probationary inspector responsible for 7 supermarkets. Tesco give him a Ford Corsair and $2,500 a year for his pains.
No, he's putting some more in present. John was cutting some more out, yes.
Has he got his full staff in today?
Yes, full staff.
We're all under pressure in this company, not only managers, and if we relax this pressure, we'll go broke. And any company that hasn't got pressure will find that they're in trouble. The managing directors in our company are under pressure. The directors, inspectors, managers, the pressure's passed right down the line. And they know there is pressure there, but it's not a bold threat to their livelihood with the company. It can be said in a number of ways, and yet they know that there is pressure being put on them. For example, if you say to a manager, unless you cure your stock leakages, you're for it, you may say that jokingly, but in fact he knows what you're getting at. He knows there's a veiled threat, and this pressure is good. And anybody who doesn't like working under pressure is not being true to himself, because all of us really need some sort of pressure. It may come in various forms,
No, I don't know.
but certainly we have it in Tesco. We pay well and we expect results. And if people don't give us results, they know that they must take an inferior job, or in fact they'll have to leave the company.